Now, each and every week on Tuesday, many of you already know that we usually get the insurance registrations coming, showing the registrations that some of our favorite EV stocks like NIO received for the week. And as seen on the screen, NIO last week had total insurance registrations of around 6,500. In fact, the total is around 6,530. And this, my dear friends, is something that is just so great, as once again we continue seeing NIO going through with the momentum of delivering pretty good, decent deliveries on a weekly basis. I mean, one thing that obviously we've been seeing coming from NIO this month, it has just been good news. Firefly sold 1,100, ONVO sold 1,600, and NIO sold 3,800 combined. This is what brings them the 6,500 insurance registrations. Now, Firefly is doing very well. I think a lot of people were not expecting this, but if Firefly is selling over 1,000 cars in a month, you and me can agree that it's lights out, right? Because this is a car that even NIO themselves said, look, they are just expecting it to contribute to 10% of the deliveries that they produce on a monthly basis. But it appears that it's doing way more than that, because if NIO is to sell 30,000 this month, it means that for Firefly, they are expecting Firefly to contribute like 3,000 of those deliveries. Which, do you think it's going to be the case? I don't think so. I think Firefly has got a chance of selling over 4,000 cars this month, which means that it is even outperforming to what NIO even believed or were saying themselves, which is just so great. So 6,500, it is a very good number, though it is slightly lower than the 6,600 we saw last week. This is great. This is amazing. I am confident to say that the 24,000 that was given by Deutsche Bank as an estimate of what we can see onto NIO's deliveries this month, I think it has to be adjusted. I think it's going to be crushed. NIO is going to go around 30,000. This is what I believe, because this week, it is the week that we are going to get this confirmation, because Sunday the deliveries are coming out, and boy, I must say, I'm waiting to see, because first full week of May, if you remember, the deliveries came at 5,100. Second week of May, 6,060 insurance registrations. Then last week, on last week's report, we got 6,600. Then we are going to get the last deliveries for this week. And can I tell you something? What we usually see on the last week, it's just so crazy. And this gives me the confidence of saying NIO can sell around or over 30,000 deliveries, which is something that will surprise a lot of people. So I am happy. I am excited. These are pretty good, decent insurance registrations. I mean, when you have a look at other new energy vehicle car makers, Leodo had 10,500, Ato had 8,800, Leapmotor had 7,200, Xiaomi had 6,800, then followed by NIO with 6,500, Xpeng 5,700, Xpeng even last week they've been selling pretty low, right? It looks like Mona 3 is not doing the same magic that it was doing previously for Xpeng, which is why it has, I think, cooled down. So you've got Depal 4,500, Zika 3,600, Denza 2,700, FCB 2,700. So NIO, looking on this list alone, they are in the top 5, or they take the 5th spot when comparing to the other EV car makers, right, in China, which is something that is just so great, something that is just so amazing. And again, this shows us the kind of good performance that NIO is putting out for all to see. And NIO remains that company that or that brand that is carrying the entire company. Yes, of course, we are seeing a slight recovery. The ONVO L60 deliveries have also improved. 1,600, it is pretty good, pretty decent, right? But of course, NIO having 3,800, it speaks volumes. And with the models that are launched or are now launched, the 85 Touring, 85 Midland, which deliveries are going to start this week, I have no doubt in my mind that we are going to see NIO crashing what Deutsche expects, and that is 24,000, because deliveries for the 85 Touring, 85 Midland, which were launched on Sunday, they are also starting immediately, right? Which is crazy, which is great, which is amazing. And boy, I must say, I cannot wait for the official results that we are going to get, or that we are expecting to get come this Sunday. So tell me what you think about this, man. I am very, very happy, because honestly, we have not really seen NIO pulling this kind of a performance, right? We have not really seen NIO going strong from first week to like these kind of figures we are seeing right now. And boy, I must say, shorts better watch out. It's going crazy, and things are expected to be much, much better as the year unfolds. And the fact that we've been seeing, of course, companies like XPEG right now, in terms of deliveries, cooling off, it means that obviously people are starting to obviously shift their focus onto other brands, right? Mona 3 did the most. I was just wearing my watch, guys. Sorry about that. Mona 3 has been doing the most for XPeng, and simply means that it's either they've got a supply chain issues or the demand for Mona 3 has went down. But on the other hand, we are seeing some serious demand onto Firefly. I see that ONVO is it's improving in terms of deliveries, or they are getting better. I see that NIO is still carrying the entire group in terms of sales, but something that is attracting me so much is the sales that we are seeing onto Firefly. Who would have thought that Firefly would be able to sell over 1,000 cars on a weekly basis? This is what we are seeing. This is what NIO has been performing, the kind of performance coming from Firefly, which is just so crazy, man. And I'm telling you, if we are seeing this kind of demand before NIO launch the, of course, bus price of Firefly, you and me can agree that it's going to be lights out. Honestly, I foresee Firefly outselling all the other brands under NIO, meaning the NIO main brand models, including, of course, the ONVO models. I think Firefly has got that thing that will make it sell like crazy because of its uniqueness, because of its technology. Yesterday I discussed quite a number of things about the users that just recently bought Firefly, the users that they've been talking about, the features that comes with Firefly, which is just so crazy, which is just so amazing. And by the way, if you did not know, many of the users that are now going for Firefly, or some of the users going for Firefly are the NIO main brand users. They are getting, or they are buying Fireflies for their normal day-to-day traveling or driving, which is something that of course speaks volumes about the kind of brand that NIO is building. This is good news, my dear friends. And one of the things that just adds the cherry on top is that on the new models that NIO launched, ET9, ES6, EC6, ET5 Touring, ET5 mid sedan, NIO is not adding any discount on these new models that they just launched, right? Meaning that gross margins, we can also expect them to be so great. I can expect gross margins for NIO to seriously improve this quarter, because they are not offering discounts, or a lot of discounts to their cars, which is something that is just so great, man. So exciting, so amazing. And like I said, I thought I'd come and give you this quick update. So 6,500, that's what we saw last week. I am happy about this figure. I am excited because, I mean, short sellers still don't know what will hit them. I'm ready. By the way, if you don't know, if I've not told you, today I'm going in the markets again. I'm going to buy. Last week I brought my average. My average is below $16, right? And now today I'm going in. Hopefully, either on the last video today, I also show you maybe a screenshot of my transaction that I do today. But of course, I won't unveil the shares, but I'll just show you like the same screenshot I showed you when I bought last week. So I'm going to go in and load the board, because it's a no-brainer, man. NIO is expected to do very, very well. Blue sky is coming. Long term will win. Those that are persevering throughout the headwinds, the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. Like, share, subscribe. It takes me some time to make these videos, and all I ask from you is to give it a thumbs up, so that at least it gets to be spread out. I am happy with the figures. I'm happy with these numbers, and I think you should too, because NIO, it is showing that it is indeed ready to go to the next level. Next month, because now the ET5 Touring, ET5 mid sedan have been launched, I'm expecting, obviously, things to be so great in terms of figures. I foresee 40,000 deliveries. Look, fierce competition in China is there. I think someone just sent me a text now, letting me know about what just happened from BYD. I think I'll cover that on my next video. But this one, NIO, it's great. NIO is doing so well. This one is just a great figure, 6,500, and I thought I'd come and give it to you. Blue sky is coming, long-term will win. Those that are persevering through what they are doing to the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. I'll see you on the next one, and God bless you all.